Hey, what's up everyone? Alex here, and I want to make a quick video about the acquisition of CCP by Pearl Abyss, the makers of Black Desert Online and the soon-to-be owners of EVE Online. I think this was a big surprise to a lot of the player base and also a big disappointment, and I think there's a lot of reasons for that. The thing is this, and I was thinking about it, about the acquisition of CCP, and as Hilmar mentioned, there are three major investors that have been with CCP from the beginning. And when you're a private investor, you basically have three exit strategies when you invest in a new company. The first one, and the most ideal, is that the company goes to an IPO stage where they end up on a stock market of some sort, probably in CCP's case, the London Stock Exchange, and the three big investors would get a large block of preferred shares, and then they would sell off those shares after a certain period of time, and they would make a huge profit. That's how a lot of these funding agencies and angel investors type of work. The second strategy is that the company is sold to another company in that industry, which is what happened with CCP. And the third strategy, if all else fails, is to sell off the company to a wealth management fund or a investor group that would essentially chop up the company into its constituent parts and sell them each individually, on the premise that the sum of its parts is greater than its whole. So thankfully for CCP, it won't be chopped up. It went with option 2 and is now sold to the Korean company Pearl Abyss. This was not CCP's intended outcome, I don't think, from the very beginning, but it's kind of where they ended up. And the big reason of why they ended up going with Pearl Abyss really has to do with, I think, kind of a string of failures, starting with projects such as, the World of Darkness project, Valkyrie, several others. Namely those two. Those are the big projects that CCP had sunk a lot of money into, and it had failed. Dust 514 was released, and according to CCP, it was somewhat profitable. It did not make a loss, but it definitely was not the huge success that they had intended. And I think a lot of that had to do with the platform that it was released on, the PS3, towards the end of its life. It really should have gone onto the PS4 if it wanted to do a console, or go onto PC and have much easier access to its existing player base. So that is kind of where CCP ended up. Now, what's the future for EVE Online? It's unknown. Of course, we're hearing that they're going to be independent. Nothing's going to change. But we've heard all this before. We've heard this from Disney when they took over Star Wars. And what did we get? The Last Jedi. And that was a big disappointment for its fan base. What's going to happen to EVE Online? Well, we'll see. And that's the big thing, is we'll see. Definitely the strategic direction of the game is going to change. The player base hasn't exploded, I think, as much as people had hoped. Yes, the alpha clones did help, but looking back on it now, it looks like the alpha clones in particular was the part of getting CCP ready for sale. I know that maybe that was not an intention, and it may not have been their main intention, but I think it's the course and the direction that the company went into, either to expand their player base, but also to prepare the company for sale to another MMO RPG maker that uses microtransactions a lot. And those are typically your Asian MMO RPGs. Pearl Abyss being one of them. So who knows what will happen for EVE Online. It's definitely not going to be the same game as it was that we had started out with, and it was on the subscription-based model. And we'll see what happens. So anyways, just want to get this quick video out to everyone. It's been pretty busy, not been able to make too many videos, but I want to get this out because I think it's important. If you're an EVE Online player, it's definitely important. And as I said, it's been a pleasure, friends, in the EVE Online that we knew, and we'll see what comes down in the future. So take care, everyone. I'll talk to you soon. I'll let you know when I can get some more videos up, and we'll go from here. All right, take care.